good thing to keep watching that.
Oh yeah, and we're on our way shortly. Alright, what can we expect from this race?
A good amount, I would think.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check the bracket. I forget exactly where we are right now on it. So yeah, this is a losers round 3 match. It's seed 6 versus seed 12.
Yeah, ericDLC's PB is 41.45, VB's is 43.53. So a little bit of a mismatch there, but anything can happen in these races. Yeah, you're gonna see that Plague's main movement mechanic is the burst. He charges up and then just bursts through the air. He flies around at high speed. We're gonna be using this all game. It's super fast.
And along with that, he's got the farthest. His knockback is the largest of any of the playable characters. So a lot of the times he will face the other direction just so he can get knocked back further forward on the screen.
Yeah, so Plague's movement is super fast, but it's also pretty chaotic. It's somewhat difficult to control. Pretty fitting for the character himself. We're coming up on the plane zip here. They're basically going to go off the top of the screen here and then work left. Sorry?
Yeah, so it's just like how it exists in Shovel Knight. It exists in Spectre Knight as well, but we just can't get high enough, no matter how hard you try in Spectre. But Plague easily can get there, even without a bubble, so...
Alright, coming up on Black Knight, let's see how Eric handles this. He wants to lock him in the corner. And he nails it. So let's see it. BB does the same thing, starts with a burst. And gets the lock. Yeah, that lock is actually annoyingly precise. It's easy for Black Knight to escape from it, so really good start that they both got it.
That's only going to get more precise as we progress in the run. What I'm saying basically, the Black Knight comes back and he has less frames for you to hit him in. It's more precise, but that's not relevant currently. We're just going to go over to the underground of the town, meet up with Mona.
Yeah, Plague Knight's a bad guy, so he's not allowed in the village. So he sneaks in. And then immediately leaves again. So we're coming up on Pridemore Keep. This level's not too difficult. Movement can be somewhat difficult because of the low ceilings. You'll be bonking them a lot. But otherwise, there's not too much at this stage that can actually kill you.
But because of all the there definitely is the case to consider of just all the knockbacks that you have to do. So that you still are watching your health because of that.
Yeah, plenty of health pickups along the way if they're feeling unsafe.
Very true.
Yeah. So one important route information here is they both went to Pridemore Keep. There's an alternate route that goes to Lich Yard first. You would do that if you want to pick up Big Boom in Pridemore Keep because you need the money for it. But neither of our runners is doing that.
It's a fun route.
Yeah, it's one I really hope that more people pick up.
Maybe at some point, but right now people are just trying to perfect their current routes as we're in a race.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky to pick up a new route in the middle of a tournament.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest it. So on to King Knight. You can be kinda tricky.
Yeah, Eric got the knock away from the wall, which is pretty important for getting a lot of that early damage.
Yeah, so the thing with Plague Knight is he normally can only throw 3 bombs in the air, and then he has to hit the ground again before he can throw 3 more bombs in the air. But you can kind of get around that with a...
Oh no, King Knight got away from the wall for VB.
So yeah, you can kind of get around it with a little bit of, like, tight inputs. I forget, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but something like that.
Yeah, neither of them got the King Fetty.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, King Fetty comes in pretty late into the boss fight, so you know if you got that, you're having a pretty slow King Knight fight.
Alright, so coming up next is the Lich Yard. This level's not too bad. It's got some dark rooms, but you'll generally know the room. The thing that really gets you is the frogs.
Yes, the frogs spawn RNG, and where they hop is basically RNG. It's kind of partially based on your movement, but that's not really easily... you're not easily able to keep doing the same exact movement by the pixel every run, so it's gonna change up from run to run.
Ooh, VB taking a hit there. That's alright though, he recovers. Eric's in what's probably the trickiest frog room. Gets dark, the frog hops all over, you gotta move a skull across, and the frog just gets in your way.
You could have tried. I just seeing by what that frog did on that screen, he might have been able to do it without the skull there.
I know Speed Frog wants to see somebody use the frog and win.
It'd be pretty cool. VB just killing the frog.
Sometimes the old ways are best.
Makes sense. And that last screen that ericDLC just went through, yes, like you said before, it can be, people do just memorize what they need to move, where they need to move, but you can mess that up sometimes, and then you got this giant room, it's completely dark, you don't know where you are. So, there is a risk there.
Oh, Eric getting the good coin flip. He's gonna show Spectre Knight who's boss. Yeah, so Spectre Knight's second side throw, there is RNG. It can end up on either side of the screen. You want it on Spectre's side of the screen. Let's see if VB also gets the coin flip. This first one is always opposite side. Oh, that's another good coin flip.
That was some fairly good luck. I don't think that was quite as good as Eric's.
It was still a really good fight. Oh gosh, one for some fun times next. We get the Explodatorium.
Yes, a lot of people don't like this stage, just because there's a lot of global cycles going on, and then just an annoying boss fight at the end. So we're just trying to rush through this, act like this stage never happened. So, and we also got the RNG rats over here as well. Yet again, not quite RNG technically. They are based on movement, but still.
Yeah, you mess up one part of the room, you could throw the entire thing off. I mean, that happened to Eric. Yeah, these pot lids are on a global cycle. So if you messed up earlier in the stage, then you don't know where you're at.
Yeah, and it's not as huge of a deal, I think, in Plague Knight, because you don't really use the pots for much of the route. They're kind of just there for like one jump, and that's it.
Yeah, so Eric's coming up on that Alchemister. He's not too bad of a boss. You just burst to the other side, throw a whole bunch of flasks at him. Using a jump cancel to throw more flasks. He's gonna transform, and then 7 hits after transformation for Eric, which is an okay fight.
And these fire shooting things here are also on a cycle. You know, when they turn on and off. But they're also on a global cycle.
Oh, geez, Eric. You missed the burst.
Yeah, so there's a ladder off screen above the one that he just died on. So he was trying to grab that from the screen below, which usually is pretty reliable. So he must have been just a bit too low.
VB had a pretty rough Alchemister fight. But he did alright.
There he goes. Yeah. So now you can, yes, you can see how high that ladder can be.
So after Alchemister, they're going to be intentionally taking damage. And this is because they want to come up against the boss with 2 circles of health or less.
Yeah.
Ideally 2.
Yeah, because he will use his locket otherwise, and that will make him invincible. For a full 2 seconds, slowing down the entire fight.
Yeah.
So you're gonna actually take an intentional hit here, so that you set up for the quick kill here. Hopefully.
Oh gosh, Ichor skip.
He's fine. He's not gonna get out.
Did he throw an anchor?
He did throw an anchor, but he's fine.
Did VB also get Ichor skip?
I'm not sure. Ichor skip's kind of like a hard, like, very tight thing to notice, even, if it happens.
Well, both of these guys got a really good Shovel Knight fight. I mean, if he escapes, then he's gonna give you a rough life.
I'm waiting for the day when someone accidentally hits shop. It's gonna happen. Okay, so moving on to the Treasure Knight stage.
Yeah, this stage isn't too bad. It's got water mechanics, but they're basically Mega Man style water mechanics. You jump high, you fall slow, and it's generally a good time. Except for the spikes on the ceiling.
Yeah, it can be kind of tight and very scary in certain spots. Just unless you know exactly how high you go from your jumps.
Yeah.
Knowing
Eric's
your physics in this run is very important.
Yeah. So Eric's in Long Eel Room. This one's pretty tricky to get through. All those tentacles come up in your way, but it looks like both runners got through it fairly quickly. Come on, Eric. Eric scared me a little bit.
Oh, VB missed just. He's missing all his throws from the tentacle.
VB. Oh, no. That room is a lot trickier than it looks. Positivity.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, we got Eric on the 420 fish now. Called that, of course, because he always just ends up a bit too high on the screen. So right now we're just trying to survive, stay as high as we can ourselves, so that we are ready for this fish, so that we can attack it in the right spot.
That was a perfect Teethlon for Eric.
Yes, it was.
That was amazing.
Okay, VB getting past that screen, no problem the second time. And now VB will face his 420 fish.
Teethlon's room is kind of fun to navigate and you can just burst endlessly. He's fighting from front. And he gets a really good fight too.
Yeah, these are really nice. So for Treasure Knight, we got some times when he will just be will also be taking a case of the 420 fish, of just being too high, being in areas that, I'm thinking a Mole Knight.
Oh dear. Eric gets the bad RNG.
I'm thinking a Mole Knight, but either way, Treasure Knight can still be a pretty annoying fight.
Amazing fight.
Cases. But that was good. Just ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously.
It's pretty bad for treasure to go up high, but Eric dealt with that really well. Alright, let's see how VB handles this. Oh man, treasure not cooperating for either of them.
Even gets to throw it out. Even gets to throw out his treasure chest. It's a bit slower on VB's end for that boss fight. Eric not gonna bother going through that 1 pixel wide, the 1 square wide gap there. As Eric just did first beetle skip. Yeah, that looked a bit scary.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's terrifying. Plague Knight has the easiest beetle skip of any character, but it's still scary sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, both our runners have to be really careful in this stage, because there's these exploding blocks right above the lava.
Yeah, and Plague's kind of explosive himself. So any wrong move can set off the entire chain.
VB gets a good beetle skip.
And now Eric doing beetle 2 skip.
You think he'll grab health? No.
No, he is not. He's confident enough with Mole Knight, but I don't know, he was grabbing the flasks before just so that he has them for later. Or not the flasks, the tonics.
Eric gets a good fight.
Really knowing his Mole Knight pretty well.
You basically want Mole Knight dead before he can dig underground.
Which is what he got.
Alright, VB on Beetle 2. Whoa!
Oh!
That's no good.
Yeah, overshot that.
At least the checkpoint's there. And he's getting his gold back?
He's not going to bother getting the gold back, he's going to break the checkpoint instead, it looks like. Because a lot of those bags are just in really weird spots. He can get 1 of those, or 2, but not that 3rd.
Playing dangerously here.
he got 2 of them, he's fine.
So we don't buy too much in Plague Knight's campaign, but we need about 9,000 gold halfway through Flying Machine. Speaking of which, Eric has started. VB also getting a good Mole Knight. Alright, so Eric is in Flying Machine. This is one of the trickiest stages in World 3. You've got the flying meanies, we basically call them Jawas. They can blow out at you, ruin your trajectory, and make you fall into spikes or a pit. They're a bad time.
And then the wind sections as well. Got the dinghy dropper over here, which shouldn't be too bad of a fight. Yeah, that was pretty good. Able to get the skip there. And now getting that Staff of Striking. So this thing's worth 9,000 gold because we would normally have to trade in a relic for it. But if you have the money up front, Chester will just give it to you.
But it's worth every coin. It's a really good weapon.
Oh, absolutely. You think we'd be spending $9,000 without thinking about it?
Wait, VB's fighting Rays?
I guess he just ended up in a weird spot on the map, and it just he had no choice.
That's pretty weird.
I don't know. I wasn't watching very closely.
Yeah, Reese isn't supposed to enter World 2 if you're on a fast pace. Wonder what's going on there. Maybe he thinks he's short on gold.
I mean, he's not. So that is really the only thing I can think of, too. Or maybe he wanted the tonic. But yeah, he was definitely in the way. Wow.
What is a Duck Knight doing there? That is really weird.
VB is getting some weird luck right now. This shouldn't happen.
Oh, Eric's going for the one cycle in the wind tunnel, and he misses it. Two cycles fine, though. Better a two cycle than a death.
VB finally out of the woodworks there with all those enemies on the map. That was disgusting.
Ooh, and he falls. This is...
Oh
no!
Just rage quit.
We also like to call Flying Machine Dying Machine.
Where is he going? Where are you going? Return to map does not send you backwards. He just did that on his own. What is happening? Okay.
While we went looking, Eric got a good propeller fight. Killed him in the air.
Yeah, something I forgot to mention with Propeller Knight is he has a projectile shield in the front of his body.
Yeah, he's a super tricky boss. But that staff does short work to him. Oh, but here Eric's gonna come across a forced map encounter. Because we're seeing Black Knight again.
Yeah, this is the Black Knight 2 that I was mentioning earlier. So there is still that, there is still a stun lock in this boss fight, but it is a tighter window. So you have less frames to actually keep the stun lock going. And it looks like Black Knight just broke out of it for Eric. Trying to get him back in it for a bit.
Yeah, once Black Knight breaks free, he runs away and he jumps and it becomes really hard to hit. The staff helps, but it's no guarantee. VB's coming up on the staff himself and he has plenty of cash. Ooh, that was scary. Oh, Eric's got enough for power upgrades. Yeah, Staff of Striking uses magic, and I
mean, you need those power upgrades. You need to get those for the Tinker fight. That's the other goal that you need to meet, is that you need to get max power. By fighting Tinker Knight, but you could have, you could have just gone to the Polar Knight stage between this if you didn't have enough money for it.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to have enough money after Black Knight 2. Unless you specifically route for it. Alright, so Clockwork Tower as a stage isn't too difficult. It's got
that was really tight. Oh! I spoke too soon.
Well, at least there's a checkpoint there.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and those money bags went into really nice spots.
Yeah. So Eric is on Auto-Scroller 1, which is really more of a pseudo-auto-scroller, because the screen's not locked. So he's just gonna damage boost his way across the room. Nails it just fine. And VB looks to be two-cycling the Wind Room. Again, better the two-cycle than the death. And then, unfortunately for Eric, this second auto-scroller is... Oh my...
Eric hitting us with a twerk!
How rude. Alright, VB on Propeller Knight. It looks like he's doing the slower, safer kill. 3 sets of lunges. Oh, but doesn't get him in the air. Still a good kill, though.
Yeah, that was still pretty quick.
So now we get to see Eric fight Tinker Knight. If you're familiar with Shovel Knight's campaign, you can kill Tinker instantly with gear. Plague Knight doesn't have gear. Instead, he deals double damage. So, Tinker 1 is down.
And Tinker 2 is going to go down pretty quickly as well, thanks to our max power that we have right now.
VB is also getting the power upgrade. Nearly bought tonics there.
That would have been bad.
And yeah, Eric just wasted Tinker Knight too. So VB's coming up on Black Knight too. See how he handles it. Bursts over him.
Yeah, you can get the stun lock on the left side of the screen as well. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for there.
In the meantime, Eric is starting Stranded Ship. This level has ice physics, but as Plague Knight, you're not really gonna notice the ice physics very much. You're just flying over everything. It's still a scary stage, though. And he does not go for the skip in this room. Yeah, that block room is a lot trickier than it looks. Eric got through it pretty quickly.
Yeah, in these areas here where we got the spikes and the snow above it actually are going to be pretty annoying. There's going to be this one long string of a room with nothing but spikes and snow above it where you have to knock it down, but of course we're going to be, as we're just flying past all of it, there's going to be just a lot of spikes in the way that we have to try to avoid to the best of our ability.
Okay, Eric taking the safe strat through the hammer blow room.
And Davey's fighting... What is going on?
Phantom Striker was in the way.
Oh, that sucks.
He doesn't spawn if Reese is still alive. Whoa, Eric, what did... Oh my goodness, that save.
Yeah, this screen can be pretty annoying too. The Hammer Bros screen, I think it's called.
Kills the dragon for safety. Yeah, he's pretty low on life. VB also going into a Stranded Ship.
Yeah, so this is the screen with a really long, just a really long stretch of spikes. It'd be pretty annoying.
Luckily, Eric gets through it nicely. And we're coming up on Polar Night.
Who can make spikes out of thin air? Or rather snow.
Oh, Eric getting a perfect fight. That was amazing. We don't normally have him powered staff for that fight. But you can see why it's so handy. So that's Eric's last stage in World 3, which means the Tower of Fate is going to be open up now. Here we go in the final stages. VB also taking the safe strat through Hammer Bro Room, even getting the checkpoint.
Some of these screens can be kind of annoying, so I don't blame him.
Yet, Stranded Ship is one of those levels where one mistake and you die. It's almost as bad as Flying Machine. Not quite. But approaching.
Probably was worried about that Hammer Bro screen that he just passed by.
Alright, so Ericsson Tower 1. This stage is basically gonna grab elements from all of the previous stages and combine them into one nice, difficult stage.
Yes, and a Crusher skip. Which isn't actually that hard to a lot of the top runners. Did you want to say something about it? Sorry.
Nah. I mean,
okay.
Eric's just coming up upon this one part, which normally you 3-cycle, but it can be 1-cycled, and it looks like he's getting it just fine.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, calling it a Crusher skip.
Whoa. Ooh, VB takes a death against Polar Knight.
So yeah, those spikes are one-hit kills. In case you didn't know. And the Chandelier Room that Eric just passed by. It's a lot harder than that looks.
That is an insanely difficult room. It's super easy to get hit and fall down a screen. Alright, VB getting a much better second fight. But he's still got to go to Clockwork Tower. So here we are again at Black Knight 3.
This time, no stun lock.
Yeah, he has a move where he teleports all across the stage and shoots purple stuff at you. You're basically looking to skip that, and looks like Eric got the skip, because now Black Knight has wings. He's pretty hard to hit up there. The staff can help a lot, but if you miss it, then you can use up a lot of your power. And he's dead.
Pretty good fight there. I couldn't do better myself. Obviously, I don't run this category.
Teleport skip by itself is big. You lose like 5 or 10 seconds to it.
I can see that.
And here we are. Eric's coming up on Tower 2.
Tower Ascent.
Tower Ascent.
Descend.
Yeah, how about that? That's a misnomer.
Well, only for half the stage. We
What is
descend
VB
here.
going for? Fleet Flask.
Oh, okay. We're getting a Fleet Flask. New strats incoming.
We hardly ever see that in any percent. That's gonna be fun.
So that must be why either he was planning this from the beginning, or he was like, I have the money for it, might as well. So I guess he might just not be really like completely confident about this strat. So he might be getting a Fleet Flask as a backup there. Because doesn't it make you invincible to spikes?
I have no idea. I have never in my life used Fleet Flask.
This is an interesting tech. Okay, let's see how many hits Eric takes here. So, at the end of the screen, we're going to have a boss rush. And because of that, at the end of the boss rush is Shovel Knight. And same rules apply as the first Shovel Knight fight. We want to be below 2 health. So that we don't get hit by that locket. So the locket doesn't activate at all. And Eric's
oh no,
playing
VB! What's VB doing?
Oh god.
Oh man.
Anyway, Eric was playing around with knowing the screen, so those blocks don't load collision if you go high enough, so you can actually just end up inside of them if you wait.
Yeah, boss rush is a pretty notorious part of the any percent run. I mean, it basically makes or breaks it. You either have a good boss rush or you don't have a run.
So he's going in with a good amount of health here. Eric's not trusting himself so much.
I don't blame him. Boss rush is really difficult to do, and he's only got 2 tonics. He can't take too many risks.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, he gets Polar first. Polar Knight will always show up among the first 3 knights.
Oh, Vivi having some trouble here on Tinker Knight.
Oh, he used up all his power. Yeah, if you ever use up all your power, then you can't use it until it recharges again. So you always want to use most of it, but not all of it.
VB typing in chat Fleek Flask route just to confirm that what we're seeing here.
New strats.
Either new strats or VB's just given up on the race and it's just like, screw it, I'm getting Fleet Flask.
Hey, we're here to have fun.
That is true.
Yeah, Eric's positioning himself so that he's right next to Treasure but not on him. Because if... Yeah?
I was just gonna talk about getting turkeyed, but you can keep going.
Yeah, Treasure Knight, when he leaps in, he goes up to the ceiling and then he comes down again. But if you're on top of him, then he's gonna spend half a second to a second moving, and you don't want that. He's like the only knight that does this.
Anyway, yeah, now I'll mention getting turkeyed. So you can accidentally get knocked back into the turkey, restoring all your health, and no one wants that considering we gotta fight Shovel Knight at the end. So we do watch out for that. Try to be careful to not get hit into a turkey.
Yeah, Turkey's the true final boss. Ooh, Bull went under. But he didn't rage. Man, look at BB's Fleet Flask. That's amazing.
Using Fleet Flask to get a very surefire one cycle there. No risks at all.
Oh man, Eric's playing it really safe with Treasure.
Well, he had to go over those turkeys, that turkey, so he had to make sure that he was gonna hit it.
Yeah, and Treasure wasn't cooperating.
So he's at the required 2 health, so
Ooh!
he's seeing a stun lock. Oh, he gets out of it, and now we're just dealing with an anchor. Trying to get him back into it.
Oh my goodness.
And we missed it. Taking a tonic. Taking a turkey because he's just like, screw it. I'm not getting this anymore. This is messy.
Yeah, the Shovel Knight lock in the boss rush doesn't have an RNG component that forces him to escape, but it's a little trickier to execute, and if you mess it up, then you may as well take the turkey and refill because you don't want to die here. That'll lose you like 3 minutes. VB gets teleport skip.
And there's Eric finishing it out for the boss rush.
VB finishes Black Knight on the right side.
That was actually a pretty good fight. I liked that fight. That was some smooth moves from VB.
Yeah, you want to finish on the right side there so that you don't have to walk all the way across the screen.
Makes sense.
Alright, VB in Tower of Fate Ascent, and ericDLC in Tower of Fate Question Mark.
What is this place?
I don't know, I think it's from a different game.
It looks a bit like Link to the Past.
Oh man, VB having trouble with this room.
The tile room.
And the Mario Maker room.
Oh, same time. We're not even playing Plague Knight anymore.
Yeah, we're playing Mario and Zelda. Alright, Eric's coming up upon it. Enchantress. Ooh, VB takes a death.
Oh. So let's see if Eric goes for this.
So there's...
He does have
he goes for the chase.
Oh!
Oh man. That was scary. He went right past her, but he didn't get hit. One hit down there and he would have been dead for sure.
I barely even know how to react to that. That was so scary.
Alright, after Enchantress, we're coming up on Plague of Shadows, and he's basically Plague Knight. So the thing to know about Plague of Shadows is that he has some RNG to him. He might jump 1, 2, or 3 times, but he will always start jumping towards you. So it's possible to manipulate him. And you want him to stand still long enough to hit him with the staff. Eric gets a pretty good fight there. Coming up next is Corrupted Essence. Corrupted Essence is quite a bit easier.
You mean the washing machine?
Yeah. Oh, Eric's going for the 1 cycle? No. He got bad RNG for it. So he's gonna break the orb, hit the thing in the mouth, break the orb again.
I didn't even know 1 cycle was a thing.
And time for Eric.
Even though his timer's still going. It's fine.
Oh man, VB got an ideal first night. You actually want Tinker first, because you start in an ideal position for him.
Is that an Eric?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey Eric, that looks like a pretty decent time for you. 42.5 minutes is pretty good.
It's about I think it's 40 seconds from my PB. So not great, but not bad.
Yeah.
I can't believe I died to ladder skip again.
That's okay. Yeah, you just got a bit too low there.
Yeah, I thought I'd got it. I thought I'd gotten it, so I just like stopped paying attention, and then I just dropped.
Oops. Yeah, so are there any particular parts of the run that you feel strongly about?
I golded village.
Oh, nice.
I haven't done that in like 4 months.
Those quick Mona strats coming in.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but I got the Mona Burst, which is awesome.
Oh, I missed that.
I also got the burst glitch going into Tinker.
Mona Burst is a 1-frame window?
It's not 1 frame, but it's kind of tight. And if you miss it, you burst the other way and you lose like 6 seconds. So like, you gain 2 seconds or you lose 6 seconds. It's actually a super, super risky strat. Let me think. I got a pretty good propeller fight. And I can't believe Shovel Knight hopped out of my stun lock twice in boss rush.
Yeah, that looks pretty annoying. Ended up just having to go for the health regen.
Yeah, like... I had the setup, and then he's just like, nope, I'm gonna jump. And I'm sure it was something I did wrong, I just don't know what it was.
That Psy had so much salt in it. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could be that salty in a Psy. That was pretty impressive.
Did he also anchor you in Explodatorium?
Yes.
Speaking of Shovel Knight, BB's coming up on him now.
Yeah. The anchor I'm not so worried about, because I actually know how to deal with that, unlike a lot of runners, apparently.
Savage.
You throwing shade at someone?
I'm throwing shade at, like, everybody who's died to shovel in this tournament.
Oh. There is some fire being spat right now.
I'm actually somewhat scared for BB here.
Right. Yeah, Shovel's using his luck quite generously. He's just, yeah, I'm gonna be invincible again, and here it comes again. And screw your bombs. I'm just gonna hit the back of you.
I think he uses it a max of 4 times, so I think BB will be fine if he doesn't die. Oh, I guess he's
looking
trying
okay.
to get the stun lock again. Oh no, never mind.
Gets it.
Okay, finally.
Look at VB talking in chat. Can still sub 50.
He's got this.
He's even got Fleet Flask for Tower 3.
Wait, he grabbed Fleet Flask?
He has Fleet Flask.
It's a long story.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this race.
It got pretty interesting.
He may or may have not fought 2 bosses that don't exist in this route normally.
Uh-oh. Is he running all bosses?
I guess.
No, he didn't fight Baz.
Yeah, he did not fight Baz. Fought the other 2. Yep, there's him using the Fleet Flask.
No, don't die, don't die.
Oh, wow.
I think sub 50's out of the question now.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not like he's shooting for anything, like he's gotten a sub 50 before.
Yeah.
It's nice to see, though.
To be fair,
what are you doing?
He's running an all-new category right now. It's the Reese Cannon Striker Fleet Flask Descent.
It's your new meme category.
So, VB, what were you doing?
Add it to the Shovel Knight extensions.
So whatever he gets here, it's gonna be world record type.
Oh, that Fleet Flask coming out hot. Don't mind me, just passing through.
Gotta go fast.
Fun fact, in God mode, it used to be that if you Fleet Flasked into Enchantress's room, you'd soft lock.
Oh, he dives, and he gets it!
Nicely done.
By the way, sorry Eric for spoiling what happens.
Oh, that's fine.
BB dies at the end. No, he doesn't, he's fine.
I am salty I didn't get my 1 cycle on Corrupted Essence. I really wanted it.
I didn't even know that was a thing. And then David over here said like, oh, he's going for a 1 cycle. I'm like, what the heck is that?
It's completely RNG dependent.
And you didn't get the RNG for it, right?
No, I got the RNG for the normal kill, so boo.
Oh, that was a fast plague kill. 10-second essence?
Nah.
If he one cycles it, he can. I don't know if he knows the setup though.
Who all knows the one cycle?
Me and Breadpan, I think.
Of course, Breadpan would know it.
Well, he
Makes
didn't
sense.
get the RNG for it anyway.
2
So
cycle.
for pretty good fight.
That was almost sub 50.
Yeah.
Yes, very close to it.
GG.
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 Hey VB, how's it going?
What's up, VB?
Seems like he's doing well. Taking a vow of silence after that race, I'm guessing.
Oh,
You're trying to
sorry,
talk
my
again.
Discord was compressed off. I couldn't.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay,
Yo, congrats on your new world record in that meme category.
thank you. I actually, so after I died in Iron Wheel, or after I died in Lost City, I didn't really care anymore. So I just went and fought Reese, because that's a fun fight.
Oh
And,
no, you should have kept going. I died in Explodatorium.
This was in Iron Whale, so after Explodatorium. We were
Right.
even.
Ah,
Oh my
whatever.
frog.
We were even at Shovel Knight. And then I just won and did meme route. But I got Fleet Flask and it was really fun.
Nice Kermit.
Yeah, the memes are strong with you today.
I wish Fleet Flask was a thing we could get in any percent. It's a lot of fun.
It
Yeah.
is a thing you can get in any percent. I just got it in any percent run.
Well,
Yeah, what do you know?
optimally.
Yeah, it's a thing you can get at any percent if you fight Reese and then Phantom Striker and then you got it. It's done.
By the way, VB, in the room with the tiles that come up to catch you right before Enchantress, you can just use Fleet Flask and skip the whole room, basically.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to jump before the last set.
Okay.
There's those hundo strats for you if you ever want to run that category.
I won't. But thanks. Yeah, I basically did not want to do this match, gonna be honest, but I didn't want to forfeit because that's lame. So I just kind of
Yo,
went in and
same.
did whatever.
I woke up like 30 minutes before the match and I'm like, should I just forfeit? No.
30 minutes before. What hours do you sleep?
I work overnights.
Oh, okay.
I was also running with a new controller and I was worried that it would mess me up.
Got it.
I almost
say
got
that,
sub
and my
50.
old controller is literally sitting next to my laptop, so I had no excuse. Okay, so I'm hoping Explode wins his next race against Mumu. Because if he does, I'm gonna go Big Boom in the next race.
Would you have a big boom showdown? That would
Yeah.
be pretty epic.
Wait, so what did I get? 9?
Pretty nice.
Yeah, you got 9.
Cool.
I could double.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah,
clue,
9.
honestly.
Alright, so any more comments from the runs y'all both just did?
Speedrunning is a fun hobby, and have fun with it.
Explodatorium sucks.
Okay.
That's my advice to all new runners.
Just don't do Explodatorium. Skip over it.
If someone finds Explodatorium, Skip, I'll PayPal you $100.
You heard it here first, folks. Okay, GG at all to the runners. Thank you, David, for joining me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're looking
we
for
got-
more, For more Plague Knight action, our next race is Saturday at noon between Premierix and Breadpan. If you're
That
sticking
should be
around on
pretty
Speed Gaming 3, we've got Rockman 2 coming up.
Look at you looking at the speed gaming schedules.
Alright, I'm gonna sign out. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, I'm David.
That's a new one. Yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.